The more you allow your soul to live, the more you will find. Like every other living being, the soul, too, has its needs. Maria used to say, "The colors is killing me with her demands." Let us look at some examples. Your soul wants to be nourished, otherwise it withers away. It calls for spiritual food, for strengthening, elevating thoughts, ideas, and ideals that pour down to you during communion with the higher worlds. Your eternal individuality wants to be trained so that it becomes greater and stronger. It aims at growing from a small to a great soul, a Mahatma. The joy of the heart lies in striving upward. Your higher self as well seeks pleasures, though not material but spiritual ones. In particular, it longs for beauty, which it finds in nature and in the arts. The highest satisfaction is felt by your soul when it seldom succeeds to enforce on earth the cosmic order: truth, justice, beauty, and love. Its only dependable pleasure is meditation, the connection with its eternal homeland and the communion with its teacher. Your supermundane self too wishes to be beautiful. However, you cannot achieve that by using a lipstick or by undergoing plastic surgery. A great soul needs no makeup. True beauty comes from within. Your soul is beautiful when it radiates purity, vitality, joy of being, light, and love. If you want to become a beautiful soul, do not worry about the shortcomings of your body. Better pay attention to the splendor of your emanations. Look into a spiritual mirror. Does your aura shine golden? Of that you may be proud, not of hair dyed blonde. I am sure you have already noticed, not only with men, who usually are not particularly pretty anyway, but especially with women, a positive, lively and loving radiance is much more attractive than the purely physical forms. Even in the most difficult situation, do not allow thoughts and feelings to lower your vibration, to distort your aura, and thus to render your higher being ugly. If you have the necessary knowledge of the foundations of existence, you can always react in a friendly, joyful, and even loving way, even to the grossest attacks. To be beautiful, you have to control your body. Lower desires diminish the vibration of your being and lead to a hideous animal radiation. With selfless concern for your neighbor and for the common good, on the other hand, you create a noble aura. People should think about the quality of their radiations. Each act of good improves one's radiations. Finally, like every other living being, your soul as well desires love and security. It finds them hardly on earth and reliably only in its eternal homeland, with its true Father and its supra-temporal brothers and sisters. Therefore, allow your eternal individuality to meet its soulmates in meditation regularly. Now we come to the crucial point. If you want to develop your soul beyond the current status of a toddler, you have to do two things. Listen to what your soul says and actually carry out what your soul wants. Let us start with the first exercise. If you do not listen to what your spiritual being thinks, feels and wants, it has no chance to come to life. It will then remain in its previous silent, passive state. Because your soul is still small, it speaks so weakly that you barely notice its voice. You can hear it better when you place yourself in a state of purity, tranquility, clarity, balance and solemnity. Excitement, anger, rudeness and irritation suppress the voice of your soul. That is why it is so important to maintain this higher state of consciousness, especially in difficult situations where you are in particular need of guidance. How exactly do I perceive the voice of my soul? Surely not with my ears. No, of course not. You understand what it wants to tell you via the heart. We repeat, the heart is the most important organ of your eternal self. The voice of your heart is the voice of your eternal individuality. Therefore, hearken to what your heart whispers to you. You can always consult it when you do not know how to conduct yourself. Woe to those who deny or disregard the voice of the heart. They will be walking one wrong track after the other. The ability to hear the voice of the heart already leads to truth. What does your heart feel? What does it say to you when you eat too much or too heavy? When you are trapped in your egotism or barking rudely at your partner in an irritated mood? The heart warns you reliably against everything that is incompatible with the nature, the mission, or the dignity of your higher self. It prevents you from touching things that are poison to the soul. Ask your heart first, before you open a bottle of wine, a box of cigarettes, a package of meat, or a chocolate bar. Who is unaware of the warnings the heart gives every time an unworthy act is about to be performed? Such actions of the heart transmit the best calls, but often people force the heart to be silent. This is a grave crime. Are you talking about the much invoked bad conscience? No, this is not about morality or the guilty feelings evoked by the superego of the psychiatrists. Better you sense the invisible giant within you feels aversion, even disgust for all that which is contrary to his nature, harms him, drags him down, or lowers his vibration. He despises everything that reduces him to small size. You know very well it actually hurts the soul, as the saying goes, when you allow yourself to get carried away by something which is unworthy of your true self. Of course, just listening to what the soul says is not enough. You have to carry it out. That means speak and act as the soul demands. When you perceive what your eternal individuality wants, but do not execute it, you corrupt its pure feeling. Like any other creature, it will then remain silent and stop its appeals, if they are ignored anyway. What could be more destructive than commands of the heart that are not carried out? From a weak toddler to a great and strong being, there is only one way. You strengthen the will of your soul by executing it. Every muscle and every organ becomes stronger by being applied to work. Likewise, your higher self as well grows from a small to a great soul, a Mahatma, only by appearing and acting on the material level. Every applied thought will bring growth to the spirit. That means take some good resolutions and actually carry them out. Then your fiery body will begin to live and to grow. It is as simple as that. Like your thoughts and feelings, you can also direct your words and deeds via the heart. Before you speak or act, you can and must ask the heart. This is especially important with negative expressions. Before you cry, whine and moan, scold or curse, scream and roar, accuse others, stamp with your feet, flail about or smash porcelain, better turn to your heart first. If you are wondering what your immortal self wants you to do, again, do not think so much of your person, but of your office, your role, your position in the hierarchy. What does a disciple of the Brotherhood, a king of the spirit, a healer, or a teacher want? The ideal image you have chosen, the king or the disciple within yourself, will give you the answer. Maria listens to what Callas says. And in this context, as we know, the Callas is not a person, but an institution. Always imagine, not you personally, but a disciple, a king or a teacher appears. That is, enters a room, eats food, talks to other people or carries out certain acts. How would such an official behave? You should hearken to the spirit within you. It speaks to you via the heart. This being you are called upon to reveal. The old man and certainly the animal within you are outdated. They belong to the past. They must die so that the new man may live. The eternal spirit within you that has incarnated and is dwelling on earth for a short time wants to express itself through your body. That is its mission. Therefore, you always have to ask yourself, do I express the transient physical or the eternal spiritual aspect of my being? May your mantra be, I reveal the divine only.